Dear ladies and gentlemen, dear participants of 3 Years Weekly AMA, hello and welcome. My name is Anita Mlakar, and we are live again every Wednesday, actually, to tell you more about 3 Year and the project of bringing broadband internet to Africa. Welcome to join us, of course, and to get involved, to participate. So please click like if you enjoyed today's AMA, write a comment, suggestion, how to improve our meetings, write your question in a chat, hit the bell icon to get notifications, subscribe to our YouTube channel, or invite a friend. We will really appreciate that. Sandi Bitenc, the CEO of 3Air, will be with us today, and we will be talking about the new blockchain to which 3Air has moved to, and we'll be answering your questions. But the most important thing is that 3Air, no matter which chain, is moving on with the mission and the project of bringing internet to Africa. The project of connecting the unconnected, of banking the unbanked, and giving people of developing countries equal opportunities. Only 20% of people in the African continent are active internet users, with less than 1% having access to broadband. The lack of internet in this region has also a social and economic impact, including the way citizens interact with their government, with businesses, and with each other. So 3Years' vision is to make broadband connectivity available to the masses that is easy to access through its blockchain-based platform. High-speed and stable internet really brings unlimited potential for those underconnected. With a good connection, the world becomes smaller, and you can reach all the things within seconds, wherever they may be. Let's welcome Sandi Bitenc, the CEO of 3Air. Hello, Sandi.
Hello,
Nice.
Anita. Hi, everyone.
Hey. Sandi, it's nice to see you again.
Thank you.
It has been a very interesting week and the last couple of days. So how are you right now?
I'm tired. I'm really tired. So yesterday we had the announcement, and it was just I was up till late. I think I went past 2 a.m. I went to bed, and at 6 I was up again. And today, all day, some meetings and running around. And yeah, it's right now. I am tired, so I think I'll go straight to bed after the AMA.
Yes, I can just imagine. I can see you, in your eyes that you're a little bit tired, but that's how it is. You had a very busy week, and like you said yesterday, it was a very important announcement for 3Year, right?
Yeah, it's probably the only thing that we were talking about on each of the meetings, and to everyone, it's just about the change. It is a big change. It is a big topic, and it's also a controversial topic, although it shouldn't be. To be honest, it shouldn't be. So the project that we are building, 3R, it's not about building on Cardano. It's about connecting people in Africa, and that's what the project is about, and it's still about that, and it's going to continue to go that way. And with the change, it's just the chances of succeeding are just far higher. So we were trying with Cardano as long as it was possible, maybe even a bit too long, to be honest. And then it was the decision we had to make, and it wasn't an easy decision, not at all. Maybe this is why we were also waiting longer for it. It's just it is the decision you somehow need. It's going to be tough, whatever you do. You need to take it at one point, but it's still it's tough to take, and then you just maybe postpone it a bit always. But for sure it was the right decision. So no, it's not even to think about. So we can think about if it was the right decision to go to scale, that we can think about, but it was for sure the right decision to stop trying to build on Cardano, because we weren't capable of, we wouldn't be able to build what we set out to build. And we do have people that are waiting to be connected already, This is why I firmly stand behind it. The decision was really, a necessary one. And again, this is not changing 3R at all. So we are still on the same mission.
That is the most important message, that the mission stays the same. Actually, all the goals stay the same. But if someone didn't hear it yet, maybe you have written it down in our community and everywhere, but still, Sandy, so 3R is moving to scale, right?
Yeah, so 3R is moving to SKALE Network. We announced it yesterday with an official partnership, and we were talking and refining the details for the last 10 days, 2 weeks, maybe something like that.
Mhm.
And it's actually it's really really cool. It's really good what the guys are doing. So the technology behind it is amazing. I dived a bit deeper into what they're doing, and it's just you know it's another level of what we are seeing right now. And also how they approach scalability. I think it's the right approach. So it's kind of a sharding, but it's sharding, not sharding the whole blockchain, but it's sharding the blockchain in regards to giving a blockchain or a blockchain, or we could say a shard to each of the projects. So, and then they're doing it modularly so that everything fits together, but it doesn't need to really be together. So if one project or something like that just doesn't do how it should, or something else goes wrong there, everything else still works fine. This is then it's just when you think about it, it's infinitely scalable, and I was really impressed when I saw that.
Mhm. We will be talking about what this decision and the choose of this chain brings to 3R. But first, Sandy, we had a very interesting discussion in our Twitter spaces on Friday, talking about what do you have to consider when choosing another chain. And that was a very interesting topic. Also, so many questions, good questions. Maybe we should just explain. Of course, we will give you the opportunity for the answers, because I can see that you have the questions, and looking forward to that too. But first, Sandy, just in a short message or a short way, what is it? What is the most important when you're doing these things? When you're changing the chain, what do you have to consider?
Yeah, so at first what we looked at is what was not working on what we were trying to do before. So then you already have something that you really need to take care of, and that you don't repeat the same mistakes, or how do I say it? But else so it's about scalability right now. I think the most actually talk about scalability, because of the congestion issues that are happening on many chains. About the fees are really, really important for us. Fees were, one of the most important things that we were actually thinking about when choosing a chain. Yeah, we'll talk about fees a bit later, why we actually chose Scale. Security is important. Decentralization is important for us. EVM compatibility was really, really important, because that was actually the most painful thing where on Cardano, where we're building on Cardano. So it's really tough there. It's not a lot of developers available. The tooling is still not properly developed. The documentation is lacking. The developer community is still a bit smaller, so you don't have, you don't know where to turn exactly to get some help there. And our developers, as we said before, they're really, really good in EVM and solidity based smart contracts. So this is one of the things why we said, yeah, we want to go, we just want to go EVM. The tooling is there, the community is there, the documentation is there, the The developer patterns are there. So a lot's already been developed, so we don't need to redevelop it. And the other thing is that the majority of chains are actually EVM compatible. So whatever would, for instance, happen with Scale, if by any chance we would need to kind of really move again, I'm not saying that we would, or we are thinking about it, or anything else, not at all. But if you have a lot of blockchains where you can just take the code, move it there, and it runs there just without any issues. So this is also why we were looking into an EVM compatible chain. And then there are additional value that comes with it. Um, like, for instance, additional features that the chain might offer, and then also going into like the partnership that we've done with Scale. It includes a grant. It includes common marketing and sharing a lot of information. And there are projects that are already building on Scale. We got already introductions to two really, really big projects there. And they're all, kind of looking forward to working with us. And this was really, really nice to see. Yeah, as I said, all the marketing, Ruba is really, really thrilled about that. She'll get some help there. And the partnership will keep coming, that I can tell you. So I think that even next week we'll have another one. We were talking to another project on Scale that is looking to roll out some from their products also in Africa, in the same countries that we're looking at. And we're already aligning our potentially launching somewhere there together. It's so many benefits that we've gotten, like, really in the 2 weeks, that it's hard to say. I'm really, really thankful to the Scale team. Yeah. What did we talk else about? It's always, did I forget something?
If you did, we will tell it later. It's no problem. Sandy, now we were talking about how first community accepted the fact that you were moving from Cardano. That was the first news, that you are changing the chain. And now you came out with the news, which chain is it gonna be? How did they accept that? So in all.
I think in general it was really well accepted. So there is a reasoning behind it. It's not that we just chose a random chain and we went with it. And no chain is perfect, to be honest. So there's always something that you can find about that maybe is not really, really the best. But all in all, what we were looking for, it's there. And we think we really made a good decision going with Scale. But it was accepted pretty well. Of course, there'll always be some people that will not accept whatever we would do, because it's just not Cardano. We know that. And it's just how it is. I'm really sorry. We wanted to build on Cardano. It's not working for us. So and as I said, the project isn't about Cardano or Scale. It's about 3R. It's about connecting the people. And how Scale can help there is, yeah, I mentioned fees. So the really, really good thing on Scale is that there are actually really zero fees. So the end user will pay zero fees for transactions. So you can go and make as many transactions as you want. You'll never pay a dime for making a transaction. And that's kind of hard to beat, right? So going below zero, it's probably not going to happen. So I don't think the chains are going to start paying people to make transactions. So we thought, like, okay, zero is the best we can get. That's really a good thing. And this was really important for us because we are going to Africa. So in Africa, actually, every dollar really counts. So if you just really need to go on a blockchain platform you need to make a transaction, and then the cost of the service is maybe $30, but you need to pay $40 for the transaction fee. That doesn't make any sense, right? So even $1 or $2 would probably be a high fee, and we don't want that. So it is effectively zero fee. And there was also a question, how can it be sustained? And it's because a project actually pays a renting fee, a yearly fee for the blockchain. So there are the fees included, and we actually got those also for free from Scale. So thank you, Scale, for this. So we are running our chain now, absolutely free of charge. Yeah, there was also a question for those that are a bit, knowledgeable. They know that if there are really low fees on the blockchain, hackers come and then just they spam the whole blockchain and congest it, to the end. Because if there is no fee for a transaction, you can just go and, post like millions of transactions in, one after another, and then everything actually stops. So each chain has its limits. We've seen that, for instance, with Solana lately, because they really have low fees also. So there are a few prevention mechanisms here, and one are already on the notes, and yeah, we can set those parameters. But the other one is actually that you still need to pay a gas fee, but it is for free. So you need to have a token that you get for free, and with that one, you actually pay for a transaction. So we are actually giving and pushing people that are coming to our platform. We are giving them the token, sending them the token for free, and then they can do the transactions. And if there comes a spammer, for instance, we just we stop sending him the transaction tokens. So and then he actually stays without them, and he cannot buy them anywhere, so he needs to stop. He won't be able to send any transactions. So in that regards, it comes down to identifying the the spammer and just not giving him any more they call it as fuel, the token.
Very important issue, security. So thank you for explaining that. There was a lot of question also in the community about that. So yeah, thank you for the good answer. Now, another question that I'm thinking of is why actually someone decides to invest in a project, Is it because the project is really good and he or she believes in it? Or is it because it is on a chain that they like, or support? This is a very interesting issue, because you are really trying to make a white paper and talking about a project, discussing it, considering all the facts and everything, really doing a good thing, trying to change something. And if someone is supporting this project just because it's on Cardano, then you don't need all this, then it's enough to be on a chain. I think this is very important, to support or to have people on board that are really supporting the project because it's good, and they believe in it. So that is something that is in discussion also right now in our chat. Are you with it because you believe in 3R and the project, or only because you like the chain? What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think it's more a philosophical question. I'm not reading the chat really, because if I start reading it, I'll probably have trouble concentrating here on. I cannot do two things at a time.
Yeah, I know.
So it is an interesting question, and I think there was a nice discussion yesterday on a call. I don't remember exactly which one it was, but it was one of the bigger calls, and they were talking a bit about tribalism, and I think there is too many of those groups, and they just say our way is the right way, or no, our way is the right way. The truth is usually somewhere in the middle, and just this, I think that there are probably two groups like the Bitcoin maxis and the Cardano maxis, and yeah, maybe Ethereum maxis. Although they're not so really, I don't think they're really so much maxis, and not seeing anything else. I think that each chain has its purpose and each chain has its value, but investing without thinking about anything else just because somebody is building on a chain and just shoving money into it, that's for sure not a good thing. That's for sure not a good thing. So I do think that people should be investing in the things that they like, and of course, if it's then also on their chain, it's all the better. But no, as for instance, in our case, uh, it's not that we wanted to do and go away. We really wanted to build in Cardano, but we just can't. And once we moved, it doesn't change the project. So yeah, and I think I'm repeating myself again, but
Yeah.
it's what I can tell. What I can say about the question that you raised, actually.
Yeah, yeah. It's either you change the chain or you stop with the project, and you have decided to go on with the project, and this is really, really important. Sandi, you did. There are some people actually interesting about stepping out, moving away from the project. So you also today posted about the refunds, the document about the refund, right?
Yeah. So we posted the full pre-sale report with all the detailed what has been raised, what has been actually spent, and how the refunds would be. And just to make it clear, we do know that the changing of chain is a big issue. That's why we said we will offer refunds. We would not be really, it's not really necessary for us from a legal perspective to do that, but we do think that we should offer it, and we're offering it for at the same conditions as if we would stay on Cardano, the project would stop now. We would not be going on with him. So it was like stopping it or going forward with it. So if we would stop it, the conditions would be exactly the same. We would give everybody the chance for a refund. We would actually give everybody a refund, and it would be what came in, minus what was spent, and that's the money that's left. That goes to the token holders, and the this is how we've done it now. So it still can happen that everybody will come and will say, I want a refund. And as it is done right now, that's the only way that we can actually refund everybody. So it can happen. We didn't say we'll only refund 50% of the people. We'll only refund 10 people or whatever. We didn't set a limit. We cannot set a limit. If we're offering refunds, it is for everybody. And if we want to offer a refund for everybody, it's the money that came in minus the expenses that were made, and the rest is a refund. And I think we were pretty good with the expenses, so we spent way less than it was actually predicted that we'll spend. And there was a chart, a table with all the predicted expenses published way ahead, and we didn't spend even half of what we said that we'll spend. So I think in that regards we did really good. And also what we did with the money, it does make sense. So money that was spent for marketing was spent really good. Our return on the money spent in marketing is higher than the average. So I think in that regards we did good. And we are not forcing anybody to go out. We are still the same project. We're still going the same way, just on another chain, and everybody is welcome to stay. And the token will be released, and the platform will be done, and people in Sierra Leone will be connected. And I'm pretty sure that within the next week or maybe two, another country will be announced. That I'm pretty sure. So we are really deep into discussions on that one, actually. pretty close to signing a really, really good deal. And then we are so much back on track that as even far better than where we started off and what we set out to do actually.
For those sticking with the project, I saw someone was writing down that now it's time to grow for growth. To start doing something. You already said what will be happening, so this is the way, right? Now you can actually see where you are at the moment when all of this goes around, and then you can also start really building on a project.
Yes, exactly. This is it, and it's unfortunately it's not up for discussion. So this is how the team decided that we are going forward with. I think it's fair to offer refunds. They're offered at the conditions that were set out in the beginning, and I still think this project is going to be amazing. What's happening right now is it's just gonna propel it to another level. So everybody is really welcome to stay. And yeah, also just to make it clear how we also do it. So we said that every refund that we are actually giving, so the tokens that were bought with that refund in the beginning are going to be spread out to the remaining token holders. So whoever stays will get from the people that go out and take a refund, we'll just give the tokens to them.
Okay. On the other hand, Sandi, people also, who are maybe interested in doing business or investing in the new chain can have the opportunity also to join. Will there be that opportunity?
Of course. We are opening up a new pre-sale round. It's going to be a quick one. So right now we are in the process of moving everything over. We'll be minting the token. So the TGE will be a bit sooner than the DEX listing. So the TGE we'll do the TGE just when the version 2 of SKALE comes out. So we want to be just out of the box compatible with version 2 of SKALE. So soon after version 2 is actually out, we'll mint the token. We'll put up all the smart contracts for vesting and everything that the minting policy. So everything is really transparent. And the tokens that have been bought already will be locked up, so you'll be able to see them also in your pre-sale app. And then the public pre-sale opens up again on 31st of March and will run for 1 week, and then it finished midweek. I think it's going to be Wednesday when it starts and finish, and then on next Monday in April, we're actually listing the token. And I think we already know where we'll list it. So, but that's going to be another partnership that's coming up, I think, pretty soon.
Sandi, before going to the questions, is there something else we should add this first part of today's AMA? Did we forget something maybe?
I don't know. If I remember something, I'll let you know, okay?
Okay, now we have a lot of conversation going on, a lot of your questions coming in. So thank you for being with us, for being active. And Sandi, we will also give today 1,000 tokens away, right?
Yeah.
For those, of course, who are staying on the project. And that's an important thing. So Sandi, here is a question from Nuno. Let's see. So SKALE are going to make us stronger. Can you quantify the difference?
No, I cannot quantify the difference, but it's like not being able to build it and being able to build it. So it's like zero or everything. So it is in that way. I think there, additionally, what we forgot to talk about is also something else. So we will be integrating our own fiat onboard and offload ramp, and that's something that's missing. I think really much missing in the blockchain space. So SKALE has a partner that is one of the bigger onboarding fiat onboarding ramps and offloading ramps in the blockchain system. So the guys really know what they're doing, and they have it all set out with APIs. So if we want to, we can actually integrate like half an exchange in our backend, just in our own project. So how is this is gonna look like is, a user will come to our platform. He'll be able to log in. He'll be able to do the KYC there, because we are giving out the um, internet. So when you come, and so when you want to have internet access, you always need to identify yourself, right? That is not happening anymore anywhere in the world. So we need to do the KYC. We'll be able to do the KYC, and with that KYC, with the same KYC, you'll also be able then to actually take your credit card or your bank account, and just, or any other means of payment. There are a lot, and just transfer the money onto our account, and in the same time get it exchanged into our token. And there are also possibilities to provide some custodial wallets if needed, if somebody needs it. And yeah, I know that there are a lot of people in the space that are like, not your wallet, not your keys, not your funds. So yeah, I'm also in that thinking. But I also know that the majority of the adoption will come when there's a no-brainer about this. So that when people don't need to think about their private keys. And I think the most scams and losses of funds still happen because people cannot deal with their private keys. So they either forget them or lose them or give it to somebody who they shouldn't give it to. So there will be an option to circumvent that if somebody wants to. We want to really make it easy for people to onboard. I think that the main adoption of blockchain is coming when you won't be even thinking about it. You're using blockchain. You'll just be using, an app that's gonna be really cool and awesome, and will give you so many advantages. And it's gonna be run on a blockchain, but you'll be able to use it as a totally normal app without having to know details about blockchain and crypto and so on. So this is the way that we really are thinking that we want to go. And I think that's a big step also. So that's a big advantage, big advantage that moved us also closer to scale. So zero fees, and this fiat onboard and offload ramp that we can do pretty easy in our backend. And then it goes the same way also. So you have your tokens in our backend, in your wallet. You can actually come to our app and exchange it to fiat, and get that money either back on your credit card or your bank account. It'll work.
Okay, now maybe I know you did talk about security before. Maybe I didn't hear, maybe you already answered in a way this question now, because I was reading, all the questions and going through the comments. And now that you're on SKALE Network, will you still be able to achieve secure online IDs, is the question from Create It with Michael.
Yes, of course. So there are a lot of things out already. We are already looking into some solutions. And to be honest, if first of all, Atala Prism, it's Cardano based, and it's an amazing project. If this comes live, it's actually chain agnostic. You don't need to use it on Cardano. You can use it on any other chain. So we could still integrate with Atala. But there are also the standards are out for the deeds and verifiable claims. So I think we can also start building this our own. It is actually all those, even Atala is saving those that data on off chain. So you cannot store really private data on chain. Once it's on chain, it's there for good. So whatever happens to it, if it gets hacked, if somebody, even if it's encrypted, if the encryption at one point gets broken, it's gonna be there. It's gonna be there forever. And I don't think that anybody wants their personal information really there, that can potentially somewhere in the future get disclosed, and the encryptions broken and so on, and then you cannot take it off anymore. So that's why all those data are always kept off chain, either or on a user device or in some cloud services. There are many options how you can do it. And then on chain, you just kind of link to this data, and this is how you then verify it. There are a few projects that are doing something similar already, and it's also not the most important that we really start at the we start with this. So this is for sure a feature that we want to enable pretty soon, and we'll be working towards it. And but we can still do it the traditional way as we've done it before, and then just later on switch to decentralized identities.
Here's a question from David. So could you resume last and next milestone in easy way?
So we are a bit delayed. That's for sure. So we'll be delayed for about 2 months, and delay will mostly. Let's see what happens with opening up a new country. So once how fast we can get that funding, because the blockchain platform part, we can actually catch up a bit in time, so we shouldn't be much delayed. But else, yeah, what's been done till now, we cannot take everything that's been done till now and just move it over. But in programming, 60% of the work is actually done before any code is actually written. So it's done in to research, to think about everything, and to put make all the flow charts and so on. Once you have that, the coding is usually the easiest part, and that thinking for sure we can mostly take and reuse it in what we're doing here right now.
Okay. We do have this question about refund, Sandi. Exactly when will the refund take place in the original token?
So we are open now for 2 weeks for everybody that wants to an official refund to send an official request. It needs to be sent to our email address, refund@3year.io. There are the instructions are in the paper that we the article that we publish in our docs page, and then we are so the refunds will be paid on the 28th of February.
Thank you. Peter has a question. How long will development period be approximately before customers onboarded?
So we are thinking that first customers will be onboarded in Q3, latest Q4 in this year. So Q3 is our target now.
Okay. Miran is saying, I'm staying with 3Air, but I'm not happy with chain choice. Scale is too centralized for my taste. Is there any plans, I think, to remedy that, or is that by design?
That's a really good question for Scale, and we'll try to bring somebody from Scale on one of our calls. There are some things going on right now in Scale in regards to they're changing the requirements for how many tokens need to be staked for to be able to run a validator. So I think then things are gonna start opening up a bit more.
Okay, I think this question is something that you have already answered in a way. The scheduled launch data remains unchanged, or will the calendar have to be adjusted because of this new change?
Yeah. As I said, we are about two months late because of this. We'll I think that a month or so we can make up in coding, because it's going to be easier and faster right now. But the new roadmap is up on the docs, and we also published already the updated white paper. The updated white paper was published 2 hours ago or something like that. So. Yeah, it's in there.
Richard is writing, can you explain the following? There is a current offer to all participants in Series A to extend token vesting start for 12 months.
Yes. So if anybody wants to extend the token vesting for a year, then we'll offer them 10% more tokens. Yeah,
Okay.
pretty straightforward. So what you bought up until now, if you and we'll provide a button for it in our presale app. Just not right now. It's that offer stands up until the end of March. So we'll provide a button. You'll be able to actually click on it and accept the terms, and what this means is that we'll give you 10% more tokens, and the tokens will get locked up for 1 year or more.
Richard, thank you for all the questions. They are very interesting ones. Is there a minimum amount or people that should stay in order to continue the project?
Yeah, of course. If now if 3/4 of people say they don't want to do anything with us anymore, then we'll ask ourselves also, are are we actually the ones that should be running this, and then we'll see. But it could be possible that yeah, kind of too many people say we want a refund. But just to be clear, we were asking about refunds. None of the big investors actually said they're going out. Some said that they'll see what happens with opening up new countries, and what the deals are, and what the partnerships that are coming. And out of 500 or 600 buyers, actually 48 were asking for a refund, and not even those were all saying I want really a straight up a refund. So I don't think that this is going to happen, that we are not going forward. But if, for instance, that would happen, everybody gets the same refund. So if we would see, like, by the end of the 2 weeks, too many people are getting a refund, everybody else that's not in, and will get the same refund. So it's not necessary to go up front and just go for a refund. It's not going to make a difference at all. So if we close it down, you'll get the same option for a refund as right now everybody else.
Okay, here's another question. Is the staking system still the same?
The staking system is still the same. We'll try to pull it a bit forward. We are looking into ways how we would make it available to the people with vested tokens. So this is not 100% done yet.
Okay. Let's go to another one. Just a minute. Here it is. Will there be a DEX on Scale, and to which coins can we swap to?
There will be a DEX on Scale, a really, really big one, and I don't want to. I've spoken to them already. I don't want to spoil any announcements here. I think it's gonna be known pretty soon what's it about, but it is gonna be a really, really nice DEX. What tokens will you be able to swap to? I don't know, but it is a Ethereum compatible chain with zero fee swaps. I think they'll get really good traction pretty quickly. So I think there'll be a lot of choices.
Okay, here's another
And
question. Can
don't
I?
and don't forget, you can always swap it to some stable coin and then offload it from our back office. That's also always a possibility.
Thinking about the project and all the good that it brings, can I sponsor an annual internet prescription for a kindergarten, school, or orphanage?
Wow, that's really nice. That's really nice. Yeah, we would love that. We would love that. And there are already about a bit more than 1,000 schools that are mapped out from Giga, a UNICEF project that are in our range right now in Sierra Leone. So whoever would like to sponsor something, I'll give a part for the sponsorship from my side also. So yeah, I'll just join you in that one.
Okay. Look at this one. Provide a valid wallet address of your choice, either to USDT TRC20 wallet or the asset you paid with. How will this work?
Yeah, so you can choose either. If you paid in ADA, you can get it back in ADA. If you paid in with Bitcoin, you can get it back with Bitcoin, or you can just say I want it in USDT, but then we'll send it out with USDT on the Tron network, just because to just because of the fees, so that the fees stay low. But it's your choice.
Lawrence Arabia is asking, when will the token be tradable?
So the date is 11th of April. So this is the day that we are thinking about, and if everything falls in place, that should be it.
Okay. Okay, now you did explain about that, but still, Sandy, to explain it again, if a few people are asking for a refund, why are you retaining 50% of what they gave?
Because else we are taking away from the people that are staying, and we don't know how many people will actually come. Well, what can many things can happen in 2 weeks, right? So we need to be able to refund everybody if they want to refund, if they everybody wants to refund. So it's just, I cannot say I'll give you 70% back or 100% back, and then I can get this to the first 50 people, and then the 51st cannot get anything anymore just because of this. So this is not working, and this is not how we are doing it. And we are and even if a small percentage goes out, so the investment was as a whole. So we if we give back 100%, we are actually taking away the value from the people that are staying in. So it's two ways why we don't want to do this. And we think that we cannot do this, and the first one is already enough. So everybody needs to have an equal chance of getting a refund, and that's it. And if we give more than 50%, not everybody's getting an equal chance of getting a refund, because then it's the race who comes in first, and no, it's not happening. So this is how it is.
Okay. What is utility for the 3-year token from the day of the launch on Scale, and what utility will follow later? Will governance in the protocol be supported?
Yes, so we'll launch as the majority of tokens without any real utility. There will be some staking options available. There will be so the pool where we are launching on the DEX will give you additional rewards in regards to some other tokens. So there'll be some incentives also to provide some liquidity in the pools and so on. But the majority of tokens actually don't have any utility the first moment that they launch. So we'll need to wait for the platform to be up and running, to for the token to have the utility. There will be also a governance utility to the token. Yes, it will be. It's just I don't see it. What we can actually put up for some voting and decision making before the platform is actually live. So I don't think we'll be doing that up front. But we are already looking into how this will work. And what is really nice is that Scale is gonna be fully integrated with the version 2 with Gnosis Safe, and it's already working with Snapshot. So Snapshot is, I think, right now the most used voting system for in crypto for tokens, and also some really big projects are using it. And then you can connect actually Snapshot with Gnosis Safe to have on-chain execution of the voting. So we're looking into this.
Thank you, Sandi. Is there something announced about merchandising, or will it be?
Yeah, we are coming up to a final decision of the t-shirt contest. So the t-shirt contest will be finished by, I think, on 13th of February. And we also have some other designs from some professional designers. But to be honest, I do like a few of the designs that are coming from the community. Some really had some good ideas. So then we'll just we'll take the decision what we actually want to print, and no worries, everybody will be rewarded from the community that participated in the t-shirt contest. And then we'll be printing the t-shirts. So this will be the first merchandise. So I think the t-shirts should be ready in February.
So about community, Sandy, everything stays the same. We're on Telegram, Discord, and on Twitter. And created what Michael says, I wanted to join Discord but couldn't. Is there something special that he should know? There is a normal way to it, right?
No, it's a button on our website you can click. So then you need to have installed the Discord. When you come onto the channel, you just need to read a bit the instructions, because you need to go through some rules first, and I think you need to accept this. And I don't know if there's some task that you need to perform or click some icon or something like that. I haven't done this for a while right now, so I don't know how exactly it works, but it is possible to join. And if it's not, please let me know if there's something wrong, and we need to go and look into it a bit.
Okay, here's a suggestion. I think, hope you will give the people that stay an additional 3-Art robot NFT. Can you arrange that, Sandy? Thank you.
Yeah, so the people that stay will get the tokens from the people that leave, and we will give you NFTs. Yeah, for sure. We'll reward everybody who stays with us and gives us the trust also in this hard times that are here right now.
Okay, Sandy. Now I did went through the questions. I'm sure there will be some more coming up. But Sandy, because we said we will give away 1,000 tokens today, what is important is that, of course, those tokens go in the hand of someone who is staying with the project, right? So maybe you should write it down, I'm staying, or something that we know who to choose. And on the other hand, for those who didn't maybe received it yet as a reward, so you should say, I'm the one, so that we will know.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Okay, just write it down, because we will be choosing the one who gets 1,000 tokens now in the next couple of minutes. We do have some more minutes to end this AMA, but it's really nice to read also people supporting the project. It's a really nice feeling staying with the project, supporting it, even talking about sponsoring some internet for schools and stuff like that. And that is something that really brings out positive side of everything that is happening right now, because
That
you have
was really,
already.
I was
Yeah.
really amazed on that. And yeah, I would love if somebody wants to sponsor a school, or we'll give you the sponsorship at our cost that we are actually paying for the internet. So
Okay, we have a lot of them writing right now down that they're staying, so we do know from which one to choose, from whom to choose. And okay, thank you for your responses. And it's okay if you should write down that you didn't receive it yet. I mean that you give the advantage to those who didn't get the reward yet, or maybe you are just lucky and you will get it again. But someone said, Sandy, before I was reading, that you really are tired. That you are tired. They see that you that you
I
need.
slept 4 hours only, and the few days now I really didn't get much sleep. So yeah, I need to get some good night's sleep.
Yeah. Miran is saying, I'm staying with Rear, but have questions about scale. You did ask some, but Miran, here is also the opportunity to ask questions, no problem. So just go ahead. You can do it now or in our communities. Lawrence is saying, let's go. So yeah. Sandy, who will be choosing the
You
one?
are choosing today. I
Oh
was
my,
choosing the last time, I think so. And you had the good idea.
this is so hard, because I have to choose now someone, but I thank you for helping me, writing down that you're staying. And well, Richard is saying that I'm on fire tonight. Why, Richard? Really?
Anita
That's
is always on fire.
always on fire. Yeah.
Yeah, I would be lost without you. Did I tell you that already?
Oh,
On
no,
this
thank you.
AMS.
Oh,
Yes,
thank you very much. That's really nice.
it's true. It's true.
It made my day. Thank you, Sandy. So, oh yeah, there is another question. Just a minute. In the meantime, when I will be choosing, the one, what about Wallet Connect or just MetaMask?
Yeah, I think that Wallet Connect is actually already working. It's just we need to put in the button, so it will be there. I know that Coinbase Wallet is working even with the same link, because we had some issues in the beginning when somebody had a Coinbase Wallet installed. He couldn't use the MetaMask, so it threw out some strange errors. So then we looked into it, and I think now also others already implemented. So we just need to put up a button. But it is no rush in this. So we want to make it right, and so we'll take it a bit slower, and we will redo the presale app so that it's working really well, and it's the easiest to use as possible.
Okay, I did choose someone.
Yay. Who is it? Who is it?
I'm not sure if he or she got it. I think it's he. He got it already, but still, it's incinerator. Incinerator.
Wozniacki.
Yes, I really believe.
Yay, congratulations. I know that
Thank.
we have him already, and he's really following us all
Yeah,
the time. And I spoke to him also on Discord. So I'll contact you on Discord, and you get the 1,000 tokens.
yeah, and he also wrote down, I really believe this project will provide benefits to all of us, so we should support it with all forces, and still connected with. Yeah, good. No, you don't. Not again.
I do, I do.
I will buy you some other T-shirt that doesn't have Star Wars, right? Star Wars.
Yes.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay, now there are 1 more minute to go, Sandy, just to see if there are any more questions. No, there are a lot of saying congrats, thank you so much. And someone is saying that you should really get some sleep, Sandy. And now I'm sending you to bed too. It's
Thank
an
you, and
order.
thank you for everybody who is believing in us, and we are here to do the right thing, and we we will change the world. We will connect a lot of people to the internet. We'll make their lives better, different, and also for everybody who is staying right now with us, we'll make it up to you. We will.
A really great ending of this AMA, Sandi. I will not say anything more. Thank you for all the answers. Thank you, guys, for all the questions. And another opportunity will be on Friday on our Twitter Spaces, and then again next Wednesday here on AMA. Looking forward to that. Stay healthy and let's go. Sandi, get some sleep.
Bye bye. Good night.